Guys, what if I tell you many of the Hufas being produced today are pseudo Hafiz? They can recite one page only once by heart, but nothing stays. They spend years in madrasa, yet when they look back, they only know a few pages before their last sabak. And this isn't just a claim, I have a real story to prove this. Let me tell you the story of a guy who works out with me. He recently shared his story with me. I want you to listen to it completely at the end. Give me your suggestions and opinion in the comment section. So this guy goes to madrasa and he recently opened up with me about his struggle with hifz. He told me that he did 22 juz and out of them 15 juz are weak. His sabak is on juz 9 and which is almost about to complete, so he only knows 6 juz and they are also getting weaker day by day. His sheikh also knows this, that the last 15 juz are weak, but the remaining 15 that he is doing, as you know, he's on juz 22, which is actually Juz 9 because he started from Juz Amma. So he told me that my goal is that I want to complete 15 Juz, at least 15 Juz. I want them to be strong at the end. When I complete my hifz, I want them to be solid. Remaining, my sheikh told me that we will cover when you complete the hifz in the revision, we will complete the last 15 Juz. Out of the solid ajza that he is doing right now, and these 6 Juz are also getting weaker. He actually asked me to, test my Juz so that I came to know how much it's weak. So we went to our study room and I asked him a few questions. And the strange thing is that out of my question, when I asked him an ayah, at some point there were some ayah he couldn't able to even complete that ayah. I recited a few words from ayah, he couldn't able to complete that ayah, but only few times he was able to recite few more ayah that I asked him. Then after all this test, he asked me, what do I do now? Before my hifz complete, I want to rememorize them. Guys, his father is also Imam of our colony's mosque. I know him personally, and he has given me some of tips when I was rememorizing, and those were really useful tips. I told him that why don't you ask your father or your sheikh? They can help you. And your father is a really genius man when it comes to rememorizing the Quran. He said he will ground me, and I won't be able to come out like this and exercise. He is in this kind of situation that before anyone knows, he want this to rememorize. That's why he said, why would I tell you if I could tell my father or my sheikh? I want this to secretly rememorize. I also asked him, what's the reason behind this? Why it's getting weaker day by day? You go to madrasa, and what do actually you do there? Then he told me the root cause of this problem. He told me that in our madrasa, the system is like that. I goes to my sheikh for new memorization. When I memorize something new, I recite this to my sheikh and he listen to it completely. But for previous memorization, he assigned some students to listen to me. We listen to each other. I listen to him, he listen to me. That's the kind of situation we do. Every student is like that. But the thing is, the students that listen to him, that are assigned to listen to him, they don't listen. They are not serious. They just talk to each other, waste the time. Nothing's productive. I mean, that's why these 6 Jews are also getting weaker. He begged even one of the guy, please listen to this. Then I told him that if this is the case, then you should revise on your own while they give you the time to recite to those guys. Maybe this way they get stronger because they are not listening to you. You can recite to your own. But he said they don't even allow me that. My friends that are around me, student, they start talking to me. They don't let me concentrate for a minute even. I can't recite a single page with focus, complete focus. So I said, why don't you complain this to your sheikh? So he said, you can complain when there's only few bad people. But when everyone's bad, complaining is only gonna cause problem for yourself. So I can't do this even. I also asked him, why don't you change your madrasa? He told me that in this city, I have already changed 4 madrasa, and out of all of them, this one is the best. It was really, guys, it was shocking, and this kind of environment confirms that if things like this continues, nobody is going to be a solid Hafiz from this setup. I personally proposed him a solution. Listening all to this, it hurt me looking at this because it was really heartbreaking. He was serious, but he can't do anything. He can't memorize Quran on his own. He has to go to madrasa, and his father don't allow him to explore things or try on its own. His father is also busy. If you say that you should study to your father, he can't do that even because his father is also busy. He's Imam and he also has some kind of a business. He want to memorize the Quran, but things are not in his favor. But even in all this darkness, I think he'll find a way. And I personally propose him a solution that, because you have a mosque under your house, so why don't you recite there? To have a you How much lucky you are, you don't know. After Isha prayer, just sit there even for 1 hour, recite and revise those ajza, because in your mosque nobody's gonna disturb you. You can recite for even hours. And I asked him, if you start reciting today, will your father do anything? Because his father not allow him to go outside of his house after Isha prayer, because I know this, because I have been in that mosque for itikaf. He said, if I sit in the mosque and recite this late, my father's gonna be happy because I'm reciting the Quran. I'm not playing. And it was about Maghrib time. Before leaving, he asked me, can you come to the mosque for Isha prayer? We can sit and recite together. I replied, I would love to come, but if I come, people who know me will stay there, will talk to me, will sit around, and it will waste your precious time. So I don't want to waste your time and not even my time, because I have to complete a few more juz to reach 10 juz for today. So he went there and he recited. And a latest update I want to give you is that in the last few days he memorized juz 13. This incident, this story that he told me, that it's been a week or more than that. I couldn't able to do short this video because I was busy reciting 10 juz per day. This is very difficult for me nowadays, because I have only limited amount of time for shooting a video, and I have dedicated this day to shoot this video. And one thing that I realized through this case is that even if you don't have a plan in the beginning and you are really serious about Quran, you will, at the end, eventually you will figure it out. Where there is a will, there is a way. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Do let me know about your suggestions and opinion in the comments section about this case. And that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.